Well, hello survivors, and welcome to We Who Survive. My name is James, and this is episode 23 of season 2 of The Hunter. I don't know why I sound so happy. I guess I was sort of intentionally forcing it. We're gonna be hunting for borax again. This time we're gonna go south. We haven't really gone like straight south, so we'll go southeast. Probably lay these out, actually. The torch holders, I could probably put them somewhere. So right now I'm dealing with the loot from the last run, and especially because I ran into some ruins, so got to put the elk medallion away. We use that to tame elk. That's good stuff. I got this painting I want to hang up by the bed. I just laid down the carpeting down there. I'm not sure if it's gonna stay there. Oh god, I'm not sure if it's gonna stay there, but it's there for now, so I don't forget about it. I think to save space, I'm gonna try to not bring a crock and bowl. We keep finding, oh, that looks nice. That looks very nice. But anyway, we keep finding a lot of food, right? So I don't think I need the 2 inventory slots taken, and the odds are heavy we are not gonna find borax, but in that case I can still probably find a bunch of other good crap. So I want to keep as much inventory as I can. So hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us. But intentional decision. I'm not going to be taking like meals with. I'll bring some grain, like emergency grain, and maybe some berries or something if I have it. But yeah. So what is next? What is next? Oh, you know what I want to do? I want to trapdoor window the new forge. I was considering glass, but I don't think we have. Well, we might have enough, but even then, is it worth it? Because this is basically a temporary structure. So maybe we'll get some real, at least semi windows on the forge, so that way stuff can't pop in through me. I'm at the point where I'm accepting we might not find borax for a while, and the real forge might not finish getting set up for a while, and I don't want to move my current setup over there right now, so it is what it is. All right, that's enough talking. I gotta do some action. Ooh, actually we should have leather done. If we do, then maybe we can make leather armor this episode. I'm trying to decide where to put these torch holders. Trying to decide. Actually, 2 out here, not there though, but 2 out here might not be a bad idea. I've already got one on the inside. I'll use 1 more in here though, so I'll probably set 2 up out here and 1 inside. Farm's good. Yeah. So this will help give us a lot more general light at night for the whole little base here. So we'll do 1 there, 1 there. Place a torch. Place a torch. All right. Doesn't really do anything during the day, but at night, that is going to be supremely helpful. Got 1 more. I'm going to put it... Should I put it in the forge? Put it like out here, but then I don't want to mix the light because the torch and the lanterns are different light sources, and sometimes the torch will mess up your lantern light. All right, I don't know, I'll stick it in here somewhere, and then I think I want to forge another shovel and probably like another pickaxe, and then I mean after that we are back on the borax grind. So sorry for the very long intro. You know what? If I'm gonna do windows, I should actually just roof this thing too. I should go all the way. All right, sorry for the long intro. Let's get into doing stuff, and I'm gonna stop talking. All right, well, here we are. This joint's pretty snazzy, I gotta say. I sort of wish I did this a long time ago, and I probably should have, but I was being hard-headed, and I didn't want to admit I was gonna have to use my little baby temp forge for that long. But now after 3 unsuccessful borax attempts, or whatever the heck it is, I'm admitting I may have to use this forge longer than I would like, because I don't even want to start the real forge until I have my frickin' iron anvils. And then we'll go from there, which is also why we're going to be stuck looking for borax again. Alright, so I'm going to make probably a shovel and a pickaxe. And then at that point, I think we're heading out for real. Finishing the little forge here. That was the only real distraction I had. So then it's back to borax season, boys and girls. Wish me luck. This has been such a dud of an experience so far. Let's hit these ruins, dude. Give me something. Oh, translocator. That's the second one we've found already. That's huge. It would be way huger if we had extra temporal gears so we could actually use them. But that's fine. That's 2 already marked and on the map, dude. That is awesome. All right. Well, functionally, that does nothing for me. I can't do anything with that yet. But we found it. We found a translocator. Yay. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably cutting so much, dude. This is going to be like a 4-hour play session at this point. I can already tell. And it's going to be all this boring hit a rock, nothing, move on, dude. So I hope I'm condensing this as best as I can in editing. I'm sure I'll stop for the translocator discovery. But let's get back to it, I guess. Dude, this is sick. I found a new type of statue. Look at it. It's like an ornamental sword. Oh, this is cool. I love Better Ruins. Look at this. But it doesn't have candles like the other statue. So I guess it's just for decoration? That seems sort of silly though. I feel like it would add something. It's got to, right? Bros, let's dig underneath. Oh my god. I bet you there's something under here. That's gotta be it. Oh, maybe not. It's stacked on the rock. Alright, we'll get under there and see. I'm now less confident, but there's gotta be a point to this ruin. There's no way the ruin's just sitting here for no reason. Gotta be something. Some sort of loot, right? I don't know. This might just be a solid wall, actually. I'm feeling pretty dumb right now, but I thought I was pretty smart. So the great thing is I can cut whatever I want in editing. Nothing. Oh, yo, we got a chest. Son, I am so glad. Oh, God. I promise I did not look that up. I promise. Oh, that makes me so happy. What's in there, though? I'll take the copper spear. Yeah, the ruined spiked mace is cool, but it's useless. So, copper spear it is. It's not really about getting loot. I'm just so happy I discovered that. Oh, crap. I should probably go dig under the candle statues, too, then. Alright, well that is for another day, but now we know. That was cool. Cool new better ruins ruin a sword statue with loot underneath. Alright, now back to Borax. That wasn't very far, so I haven't really moved much. All right, people, it seems I've finally got some real borax readings. The only trouble is I'm trying to triangulate it and it's not getting any higher. So I gotta try to the south here. Knowing my luck, dude, it is gonna get higher. And we're gonna have to mine underwater. It wouldn't even be the first time. Oh, solar eclipse? Yeah, we're still on 1.20.7, so like 3 a day probably, and I don't even notice them. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna prospect in the water. We've done this before, I think, for phosphorus or something. Hopefully I don't have to mine down here, but we'll see. We'll see. I would like to see higher readings, because then that just means more borax, so... But there should definitely be borax here. Well, not like definitely. That's the spawn chance. Oh, man, it is getting higher. Okay, crap. I'm going to have to keep prospecting down into this lake. And knowing my luck, at the deepest part will be our highest reading. But I don't care, people. We need this borax so bad. I will do anything to get it now that I have a reading. Because I am ready to make my iron freaking anvils and move on. And I found an open face meteoric iron deposit while I was cave searching. I found a place with swevite stones. I found a few things. So we're going to be able to jump straight into meteoric iron, which is going to be very nice. But for now, I have to finish prospecting this borax, find out where it peaks, and then that's where we're digging and that's where we're mining. Whether it's underwater or not, I don't care. And we can actually stay underwater for quite a while because of that skill, that buff I took. It's like plus 50% breathing capacity, I think. So that's why my oxygen keeps like going down but then refilling. It's the buff compensating. Dang, almost one. It's 0.97. All right, the borax is here. It's just in a freaking lake. Let's find it. was so scared when I saw my little tunnel didn't have air, it had water. But this works out since it's not like infinite. It's Bro, oh, we found borax. Look at that. I was just creating a side tunnel to go do more prospecting and triangulation, and oh yeah, that's perfect. And we ran straight into it. Oh my gosh, our first pieces of borax, friends. Oh, this is huge. This should be the whole shebang, a whole deposit. Yup, look. Now, I don't know how big it is, but I know we don't need much borax. So if I can clear this place out of whatever's here, we should be good for the entire game. I gotta go show people on Discord. I'm excited. And then we're gonna mine all this crap and finally go home so I can play the game again. Dang it. Play the game how I want.
Made out of muscle and blood and skin and bones. A mind that's weak and a back that's strong. You load 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. People say a man is made out of mud. A poor man's made out of muscle and blood. Muscle and blood and skin and bones. A mind that's weak and a back that's strong. You load 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store.
Well, we have done it, folks. We've done the impossible. Is that 90 borax, I do believe? 90 borax in hand, whatever. That should be enough for our entire game, I think. Unless we do steel. We might need borax for steel. Or I guess other little random systems I haven't discovered yet. But hopefully we don't need much. We definitely have enough to make iron anvils. And that's what I'm going after. Now that I can make iron anvils, I can just have the first freaking anvils I want in my forge, drop them where I need them, put some helve hammers over them, and we can finally start our automated age. Look at all this rot. These berries are about to go. Okay, all right. So, I didn't really grab much, which is fine. Oh, I did get that fire clay from some ruins, so that's nice. I wasn't worried about filling inventory slots. Once I found the borax, I'm like, dude, let's grab it and go. It's getting to be 4 episodes of this crap, people. I just want to do vintage story things. I'm tired of running around swinging at rocks. So, ooh, that's nice. Look at that. I wonder if we have enough for a fire clay oven now. We might. That's something to consider for sure. So I think by now our leather should really be done. So we should be able to make leather armor. So maybe I'll give that a go. There's probably 1 or 2 more things I can do to round out this episode. So let me take a peek around here. Well, first things first, if I can remember how to frickin' do it, I'm gonna grind up this borax. Oh, wait, what was that? Oh, okay, I have to click on the base. Yeah, I'm just gonna hand grind it for now. I already have the windmills going, so I could probably just do a couple axles and let them figure this out. But I don't care. I'm just gonna hand grind. I'm so happy to have the borax. It's working. Let's grind it down, and then I can set it away, so the next time we play, we can make an iron anvil. That's going to be sort of a crappy process, though, and I want 2, so it's going to be a double crappy process, because it just takes forever to forge them, but that's alright. Okay, borax is coming along, and then I think leather armor is next, maybe? We'll see. There we go, survivors. We finally have our first official pieces of armor. So that'll help us be we who survived a little bit longer, probably, hopefully. It's not the greatest armor in the world, but the leather armor pretty much leaves you completely unencumbered, and it has the most minimal amount of debuffs to protection ratio, I would say, amongst the lowest class armors. So basically, that's our everyday armor, and then I'll make some meteoric iron chain, and that'll be like our dungeon and special event armor, just like in run 1, because meteoric iron chain is the most beautiful armor in the game. I don't care what anyone says, and that's the way she goes. So I'm gonna put this on and let's see how we look. Oi mate, we look spiffy. I don't know why it makes me feel British. It makes me I feel like I look British, but all right, whatever. It's not the prettiest look, but it'll help keep us aliver. And I guess I probably shouldn't really wear this all the time, but like at least when we leave the property, maybe I'll wear it 24/7 for a little bit because I'm just excited to have it. All right, now this is gonna be the next big conundrum. We have to make iron frickin' anvils, which it's like 10 or 12 bars per anvil, so it's really the pain of I have to make the bars, and then I have to double smith all the bars into freaking halves of anvils, and then you flux them with borax, and I want to do it twice so we can have 2 hellhammers. So that's going to be a real joy. At this point though, folks, I'm going to grab our new glass out of the bloomeries. I'll probably go saw them into glass slabs, so then instead of 24 we have 48, which is a significant amount of glass. That may even be enough to do a good pattern on the forge at this point. I'm not sure. I'll get some more iron going in here just because now we really should just keep running iron because pretty soon we'll have hellhammers to work the slag stuff. We'll have to move the bloomeries in there. It's going to be a whole big thing when we move the forge, but I want to get those freaking anvils and the hellhammers set up first, and then we will move everything pretty much at once, I do believe. So that's how that's going down. I could double up. Like, it really couldn't hurt to have 2 forges. I just don't know if I can afford the fire clay for the bloomeries right now. That sounds sort of like a lot. Anyway, that's gonna wrap it up, people. I got borax. We can continue playing Vintage Story finally. So thanks if you stuck through that like 3 or 4 episode onslaught. I greatly appreciate you. I do anyway. Thank you for watching. Thank you for giving me your time, and I will see you in the next one. Get some more iron broken down, boy.